The bossy alpha guy is a personality type that we've all heard of. It appears to attract the most attention. Young boys are taught that boys should act like alphas, however, alphas aren't all that. The Sigma male has far better luck when it comes to attracting women because, despite sharing many traits with an alpha male, he seems to be a more balanced version with a few more bonuses. Therefore, we're going to list 11 characteristics that a Sigma male has that make him desirable to women. He's enigmatic. It is well known that Sigma males are enigmatic. What woman doesn't adore a dashing mystery man? He is reserved and melancholy, with powerful personality flashes that he occasionally hides. This is a classic behavior that draws women in. His baffling and intriguing behavior piques their curiosity, and this makes them want him even more. He has a thinking, inquisitive mind. Speaking of curiosity, the other sex finds a Sigma male's inquisitive intellect to be a really beautiful quality. He is continually looking for new experiences, information, and skills to learn since he is eager to learn new things. He is aware of his goals. A Sigma guy attracts a lot of female attention due to his inherent charm, confidence, and sense of inner strength. This indicates that he can choose any lady to seduce, yet, he is not that kind of guy. He's picky, not like a normal alpha, and is drawn to women who are like him in that they are similarly self-sufficient, independent, and charismatic. He is self-sufficient and independent. A Sigma male may succeed in life without depending on anyone else. Unlike the alpha male, his confidence doesn't come from dominating others, rather, it comes from his sense of self-assurance. He is aware of his identity, his goals, and the fact that he is the sole owner of the power. Because of all of his endearing traits, he will probably have a lot of friends, but he doesn't need them to validate him because he can do that just fine on his own. And guess what? A man who possesses these qualities is very alluring to the opposing sex. He's a rebel. Okay, so they aren't doing it on purpose to attract attention or to brag like an alpha male might, but a Sigma guy typically likes to go against the grain and isn't afraid of occasionally breaking the rules. He acts in this way solely because he disdains authority and disregards the rules of hierarchy. Many women find a man with a rebellious side to be attractive, even though it may sound cliché. They seem to be able to protect their girl while yet providing her with the time of her life. They are exciting, self-assured, and manly go-getters who follow their own rules. He shows respect. He may be a rebel, but he's a Sigma, which means he values everyone else's right to their own opinions. He respects other people's independence just as much as he respects his own and is not the kind of guy to set limitations on another person's freedoms. He is not possessive, controlling, or jealous. No big deal if a friend or lover doesn't behave the way he desires, he'll just do his own thing and go his own way. He has charisma. A Sigma man is not only courteous, he is also endearing and charismatic without even trying, it just comes easily to him. A Sigma male does so well at getting along with all kinds of people because of this. Women gravitate toward him and feel at ease around him because of his laid-back, self-assured, and stoic demeanor. He can connect with people because of his charm. He doesn't need to alter who he is to fit the situation or the audience. He is an assertive introvert. A Sigma male tends not to engage in a lot of constant chit-chats. Although he is a guy with few words, what he does say is meaningful. He doesn't babble for attention as the alpha does, and he doesn't feel the need to have pointless conversations. He prefers to concentrate his efforts on hearing, seeing, and considering what is being stated. He has an advantage over the alpha because he uses intelligence to rule rather than raw force. He attracts women's attention in this way. He loves his freedom, and the chance to explore. The Sigma male loves to explore new things. Instead of staying in his comfort zone, he prefers to have new experiences, try new foods, experience new cultures, and meet new people. He enjoys taking risks and he is energized by the unfamiliar and the unknown. This is one of the reasons he's likely to be an avid traveler, and a solo one at that. Sigma men value their freedom more than anything, and that's one of the reasons why women are so attracted to the Sigma male. There's nothing more alluring than a man who is difficult to tie down. He's a leader, but a humble one. Despite being independent and following their path in life, Sigma males can become strong and motivating leaders in certain situations. They motivate others with their passion, insightful thinking, and refusal to tolerate conflict or negativity on the team. The ability to act with true humility makes a Sigma man a wonderful leader and what attracts women to him. He never acts as though he is superior to anyone else. He possesses all the necessary traits to challenge an alpha's authority as the leader, but he prefers his independence over being restrained to a figurehead role. A key trait of a Sigma male is that he doesn't like to be bound to any social structure for too long, so even if he does take on the role of a leader, he will only do so temporarily, much preferring to work independently. He is self-sufficient and independent. The Sigma male has learned the art of self-sufficiency and can very happily take care of oneself, preferring to stay to himself. Not just physically, but also emotionally, he doesn't rely on others to meet his emotional requirements. Is this ability to care for oneself being discussed? He doesn't look for other people's praise and he doesn't feel the need to brag about his accomplishments or vacations on social media. He simply carries on with his daily activities, and his only source of support is himself. It makes sense that women find independence and self-sufficiency to be particularly attractive qualities because they appreciate a man who can take care of himself. A Sigma male is a firm advocate not only for his independence but also for the independence of others, which means he is not controlling of his friends or partners, which adds to his sexiness. He is charming and charismatic. As an introverted alpha, the Sigma male shares the same traits of charm and charisma, but the difference is he doesn't put any effort into demonstrating that side of him. It just comes naturally. This means that he can get on with many different types of people and can adapt to different social groups with ease. His charming personality doubled with his charisma, helping him not only be successful in life and business but in attracting women. Any person with charisma and charm is attractive, so of course, women find these traits very sexy. He's respectful. To be charming, we also need respect, and the Sigma male has tons. He is polite and respectful towards others, valuing their independence as well as his own. Being so charming, it's no wonder that Sigma males are also very polite and respectful of others. He values the independence of others as well as his own, and as a result, he respects the freedoms of his friends and partners. Women love a man who respects their freedom as well as his own, and who isn't clingy and desperate for their attention. So, it's clear why women find the Sigma's respectful nature very attractive. He doesn't play by society's rules. The Sigma male is a lone wolf. He does things his way, and he doesn't necessarily follow the rules of the book. This is why he sits outside the socio-sexual hierarchy and avoids the expectations that come with it. He fits the stereotype of a rebel without a cause, and what woman doesn't find a rebel sexy? This also means he has no desire to follow leaders and is generally unresponsive to authority. Even though this doesn't mean that he is a criminal, it just means he is a free thinker, freed from the human tendency to find comfort in authority. He has little to no compulsion to accept it. However, sometimes he may agree with authority, but this will arise from independent, rational thought that just so happens to tie in with what authority dictates. Women are seriously attracted to this rebellious and free-thinking type of guy. He is willing to walk away. One of the sexiest traits of women that a Sigma male has is his willingness to walk away. This is a high-value marker in a man, as it displays his confidence in himself and that he has a good sense of self-worth. He is content with his own company and doesn't rely on anyone else for happiness. Despite being the lone wolf type, to be as successful as he is in his work and personal life requires a certain level of assimilation into the different levels of the social hierarchy, and he rises to the challenge. But he is also capable of escaping these hierarchies, never being dependent on his boss, friends, or co-workers to maintain his happiness in life, and he won't hesitate to walk away. We find this trait on the opposite end of the spectrum to unattractive traits such as neediness, clinginess, and desperation. He's smart and curious. As a curious kind of guy, the Sigma male is also naturally pretty smart, with his curiosity leading him to a life of pursuing knowledge. As a result, he is intelligent and well-read, and he knows how to use this to his advantage. He might be the introverted version of the alpha male, but unlike the alpha, he doesn't feel the need to pretend to be smart or show off his knowledge for attention. The attention comes to him naturally because he's genuinely smart, and his wit and intellect help him to stand out. Women love a rebel, but they also find intelligent, witty men who can hold a deep and stimulating conversation seriously sexy, and the Sigma is both these men. He is a great listener. The Sigma male is not the type of guy to be in love with the sound of his voice. Quite the opposite, in fact. He is the quiet guy, actively listening to the conversation in which he is part of, taking mental notes, and not engaging in unnecessary filler talk. He listens to consider other people's opinions and views, and allows himself some time to contribute a meaningful, well-thought-out response. Women are very attracted to men who are good listeners, so it's no wonder Sigma males tend to have their pick of the women. But there is a bonus: being able to actively listen to a woman and take time to respond means it's less likely that the Sigma will put his foot in his mouth and say something stupid or embarrassing that could give his love interest the ick and put her off altogether. He is authentic and genuine. As Sigma males don't conform to society's rules and standards, they also aren't dependent or influenced by anyone else's judgment or perspective or feel the need to impress anyone. This allows him to be 100% authentic and genuine, and to women, authenticity is one of the sexiest traits a man can possess. He lives life on his terms, does what he wants, when he wants, and spends his time, energy, and resources on things that will get him closer to his personal goals and plans, instead of worrying about keeping up with trends. This means that he doesn't rely on anyone else for validation. He knows his self-worth and thinks that his opinion of himself is far more important than that of anyone else. He doesn't need tons of friends to remind him of how great he is. He knows that himself, and he doesn't take other people's validation as seriously as he takes his own. He knows what he wants. It's no wonder that a Sigma male's fierce independence and self-assuredness contribute to his confidence in his goals and ambitions. He knows what he wants in life. This is very sexy to women, which means the Sigma male could seduce nearly any woman he wants. But he's not that type of guy. When it comes to dating women, he would prefer to spend his precious time and energy with a woman who can match his personality with the same level of ambition, self-sufficiency, and independence. He's a risk taker. The Sigma male is a big flirt. With danger. With all of his already certified sexy traits such as independence, self-sufficiency, and the fact that he doesn't always comply with authority, it is no surprise that he is a bit of a risk taker and likes to live life on the edge. Now, this doesn't mean necessarily that he will break the law or do something stupid, but he's quite happy to step right up close to the line. It's no secret that women love bad boys, and to them, this edgy, natural behavior that the Sigma displays are sexy with a capital S. While the Alpha will mimic this trait to show off or to make a point, the Sigma does this naturally and simply for the fact that it fits with his world perspective. But make no mistake, these aren't any old risks that he takes spontaneously without first thinking them through carefully.